Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. And here's another impromptu live stream. For this one here, this is a drawing that I am done. I'll be uploading the concept version, from start to finish the drawing of this once I complete the coloring of this. I figure it won't take me too long to color this. And it's basically Harley Quinn trying to tattoo herself and me not knowing how to draw a tattoo machine, so I just kind of improvised a little something on the side. This here is for Ian, my buddy in Scotland, who helped me with the concept of Batman. So this was like, I guess you can call this like a rough, because I'm going to be coloring this on another piece of paper. And there's a few things wrong with this, and I think doing it on another piece of paper is going to help a lot, especially in the final rendering. So what I did is I took a piece of Bristol paper and coated it with baby oil. And so right now it's been under a dryer for about an hour, if even. I was watching Ink Master while it was doing its thing. And it becomes transparent. It starts off like, let's see, like this is Bristol paper, and it's like cardstock. It's like 100-pound cardstock. And it's got a bit of a tooth, but it's on the whole it's pretty smooth. And this here I believe is like 9 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. I can't remember. I think it's like 9 by 12. Cannot remember. And I don't know where the top part of this is. So it starts off like this. It's opaque. You can't see through it. Well, opaque. You just can't see through it. And then it becomes transparent when you apply baby oil to it. And I just saturated the crap out of this and let it sit under a fan for about an hour. So this is the original drawing. And then things that I see that are wrong with it, I'm going to more than likely correct them in the coloring. I only did it up to her waist because I like doing a portrait. This is my thing. This is where I live. And the rest is just like, it's icing on the cake. It may not be good icing, and it may not be good for you, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so my process, what I usually do is I take my Crayolas, whether it's my colored pencils or my crayons, and I just pretty much go ahead and begin to scope out the areas that are going to get highlights. And then I'll hit areas where I think it's going to get some shadow, and pretty much I'll be adding the concept drawing from pencil sketch to ink, whatnot, in the upcoming video, when I pretty much take everything and just set it to some music, and for the next 3 minutes I'm yours. So right now I'm just adding where the highlights are, and I'm thinking the light source is going to come from this direction. I might change, I haven't decided yet, but I'm throwing the white down, and if I'm wrong I'll just cover it up. At this point here, the Crayolas just sing on this paper. I can lift it up. You probably can't see the white just yet. I think this will tone itself a little bit more as it dries. Let me see. Dun, dun. Let me figure out where my light source is going to come. Okay, so my light source is going to come from this direction. Hence all the highlights on this side. And just to keep it interesting, I'll go ahead and start on the face first. Because that's where a lot of my interest is. And I can always add color as I go. And I'll probably be using a little bit of crayon for some other spots. Now my choices are, I like the pink and blue Harley. the one from Suicide Squad. The other Harley, she's okay. There are a lot of takes on that Harley. Hell, there's a lot of takes on this Harley too. But this one is my favorite. It's like she's a superhero and she's not. You know, it's like she can change her outfit up. Everybody else, you know, and you can change her to, you know, what suits your mood. You know, if you feel like a more serious Harley, you can hook her up with the serious look. Whereas, like, if you have Batman, you pretty much have Batman as Batman. You don't really have too much wiggle room. You know, he's got his suit and whatnot like that. You're not going to see him in pink, not anytime soon, and you wouldn't want to. Well, maybe some of us might, because we're weird. So I'm just going to throw some white here, and what this does is it just gives me a bit of a highlight. Okay. I was doing a picture of Harley on a t-shirt, and just when I thought I was like kicking butt on it, I realized that she's really pale. I mean, she is like white pale, and I did her face with flesh tones, and I went out of my way to make it flesh tony with colors that didn't exist in the set that I was using. I was using Crayola fabric markers, and I thought I was kicking butt, and then I kicked myself when I realized no, hookah, Harley is very pale, so I count that as a fail, even though the shirt was kind of cute. I stopped at her head because it's like, I can't fix this. In the set that I had, it didn't have white, so I couldn't even lighten it up to take care of that. So I didn't even bother showing that video. La la la. So on this one, I'm going to do a lot of what's the word? Not necessarily outlines, but it's going to be more of a, what's the word? More tones, more movement of tones, more movement of color, and outlines will be secondary, or I'll try to have the color make the outline. Okay, so according to me chart here, this is the darkest color that I've got for gray. So I'm going to kind of hit her around the outside here. And this is going to all be kind of like a cool toned type of thing. Let's see. I'm going to have gray be one of her darkest tones. And then have like a slate color and a light blue to do her skin. And I'm just trying to keep her as pale as possible. I didn't put every single tattoo on her. It's like, I like tattoos, but I like them in moderation. I'm weird like that. But I know they're addicting and things like that, but this Harley's not going to have all those. I want to think of her as more of in the pupil stage of getting tattoos. And so we'll have Ian's name. I'm having her tattoo that on herself. Let's see, I'm going to use a little bit of this silver. We'll see if we can bring out some more of this color. So I can probably get away with coloring her white all the way and then add the other tones on top. So let me try that. And that'll keep them from getting too dark. So starting with her forehead here. And you probably can't see the white, but when I lift it up, you can kind of see what we're working with. Okay, I don't want to lose where I am. And so I'm just coating it right now with a whole bunch of white. I'm just going to do her whole face. So I have at least that tone there. Because I'm not going to use flesh tones so much. So I could, but I think I'm just going to try to keep her in the typical blue and light sky blue colors. And I apologize in advance, I don't have the chat up in front of me just yet because I'm kind of focused on this. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll check in a bit. All right. So that's a nice little light tone. And then, let's see, I'm going to use a little bit of the cerulean. No, this is sky blue. I'm going to use a little bit of the sky blue to give her a skin tone here. Yeah, I'm kind of sad because I'm down to one screen. And I've been spoiled having two screens. One of my screens, my computer that I have now, it can't support two screens. It's like, no. But you know what? I'd rather have one screen than no screen. So, so I don't have the chat up just yet, but I will set it up right now. Booyah. So now I'm oops, where'd it go? Oh yeah, now we're connected. Booyah. So I'm gonna slide my little screen over so I can see the chat. Hey, 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 looks like Ian's already here. Welcome to the show. Yep. Okay, so I'm going ahead and adding, oops, using the wrong side. I have to find my scratch paper so I can clean my blending stumps so I don't have these kind of errors. So I'm going to have to see if I can work with this, and if I can't, I'll go ahead and add this tone in other places, and I think that might be safest. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this side on here. Yeah, this when I had done the video before this, I was using a lot of yellow, trying to get that to blend and whatnot, and that didn't seem like it wanted to work. But that's okay. We live, we learn. Cry over spilled milk and bad colorings, and we persevere. Okay, so I'm going to try to cover some of this up. Let me see, I'll use a little bit of the white and see if that'll work. Not sure, I might have to switch paper. I might have screwed this up. Alright, let's see, I was going to use like a little bit of a light gray on this side. This is silver. And we'll go darker or we'll go home. Let's see, this is sky blue again. Just trying to define her nose a bit. And let's see, we'll go ahead and put some look into her eye here. Let's see, and this side is kind of like a blue. I'm going to use a little bit of my pencil to give me some definition here. Okay. I don't want her to look cross-eyed. Crazy's okay, but not cross-eyed. Not today. Let's see, I need a little bit of a darker tone, so I'm going to use a dark brown. Oh, this is dark chocolate. This is my dark brown. Okay. Cool. I was hoping that you like it. Ian, because I was going to send this to you in an email first, and I was like, nah. You take what I give you, gosh darn it. Now, I wanted to do a Harley that was a little different than any other Harley I've seen. Out of all the stuff that I've seen, I haven't seen one with this kind of hairstyle, and it's almost like I wanted her to channel a little bit of Sailor Moon type of thing. It's a girly thing. But also to still have that, the pigtails. So she's got this girlish type of look about her. That innocence that kind of makes people lower their guard just a smidge. And I'm just adding where I think some of the dark shadows are. I'll probably end up having to outline in black, simply because I know that this is going to smudge and smear if I don't. Okay. But I'll try not to smudge it or smear it. Okay, and then some pink around the other side. Let's see, we'll give her red lips. That's mahogany. Oh, I can use that on the darker parts here. And we can use that on her shirt. I need red. Oh, where did my red go? Let's see if I have, oh, nope, that's mahogany. Oops, this is red orange. Let's see, are you red? You are red. We'll keep red orange too. And we'll use a little bit of that red orange on the top of her lips. We'll use a little bit of blue for the t-shirt here. And I'll bring it down so you guys can see what I'm working with. 10:50, good lord. It's 4:49 p.m. So I'll see if I can get this done before your bedtime. Unless you're like me and you pass out about this time. Okay. Put a little bit of the pink here. We'll do a little bit of random music here. Looks like it's going to play the same thing as last time, but that's okay. Dun, dun, dun. Where'd my picture go? There we go. All right. Let's see if we can move a little faster. And I'm jumping around just a smidge, just so I can see. I like to see progress, and if I take too long, it kind of messes with me a bit. So, but I'd see more progress if I'd stick with what I was doing. So that way the things don't get missed, but it also keeps me, what's the word? Not focused, but interested. I just like to see things evolve. We'll stick this with the... I was thinking about putting rotten on her cheek, but maybe this is before her rotten stage. Maybe next time. We're not rotten yet. And back, this is cerulean. Just making it a little darker. Yeah, at this stage, the paper is just like so slick. It barely takes any effort to get these colors to blend nice and smoothly. And because white is already on here, I can smooth it out even further, or extend the color out even further to get the bluish skin tone, the grayish skin tone. Okay, so slate is a pretty good darker color too. So it'll be darker on this side. Oops, wrong tone. I might just switch blending stumps, because I keep hitting the yellow side and I don't want to do that on her face. I did it again. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Let me switch to another blending stump. Okay. Even when I just told myself, don't do it. Okay. There we are. Alright. Now, let's have some fun. I can't hear. Oh, seriously? You normally draw... Okay, so Ian says that he normally draws color horror. Let me see. I can't see the other side here. And he's working on a picture of the nun from The Conjuring. That's tight. I started coloring... like, I was doing a little bit of horror, and then I kind of freaked myself out, and I stopped doing it. I'm like, okay, this is kind of horrifying. I know. If it scares me, then I know that I've come. I've done it. Nah, but that is cool though. I've never been into doing like hardcore nasty looking things. I think I did have that stage when I was in high school, where I drew like icky looking things, but I didn't draw icky looking things for long. I don't think that's in my nature. And I was watching, I can't remember which video I was watching. Oh yeah, I was watching this one video where the person who was talking says that if you meet like your favorite artist in real life, it's like they kind of mirror what they draw and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh wow, no wonder I stopped drawing horror, because I don't want everybody to see what kind of monster I am. Nah. Nah, but I thought that was pretty interesting. So I draw things that are mixed together, just trying to see my personality in this. She's relatively happy looking, a little confused, and it makes sense. I'm the same way. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so Ian, I didn't know you drew. That is freaking awesome. Where can I see your stuff online? Let's see. I want to make this a darker. Where's my gray? Here's gray. Facebook. Tight. Okay. How do I find you? Is it under your name? Or do you have a certain handle? Or do you want to send me a link? Do you trust me with a link? Not one bit. As a matter of fact, let's see. Let me go ahead and outline this so you can at least see what I'm working with here, or I can see what I'm working with here. I'm taking my time on it because I really want it to come out nice. I was half tempted to do it in Prismacolors. I usually use my Prismacolors for commissions and stuff like that. I don't use the Crayolas so much for commissions. Let's see, this is light blue. I can get away with that. Okay, it's just your name. Okay, cool. I will find you. You know, there's probably a billion Ians. You might do better sending me a link. Just like there's like a trillion Kimberly Pinkneys. We have meetings and junk. White cat on book cover. Okie dokie, will do. Now, do you also tattoo as well? I know you said you were like completely covered. Not just a little covered, but completely covered. Ah, hell. Let's see. Oh, sweet. So I can't bullshit my what is this called? My tattoo gun, because I've never tattooed anybody. I've never been tattooed, and I don't know what one looks like in real life in the wild here. So I kind of wanted to put a little bit of her into the tattoo gun, but I wasn't sure how much I could do into it. So, so I kind of improvised, is what I'm basically saying. Hope you don't mind. Okay, let's see. So her shirt. Let's see. Only has the red right here. And about right there. All this. But that is cool as hell, though. I don't have the same, I don't have that confidence to tattoo people. I've seen how people get crazy when it comes to their tattoos. It's like, hey, it looks ugly, I'm gonna kick your ass. So I guess that's why some guys work out. They work out so that if you do come across a client like that, you can beat their ass. And then bump you, pay me. Yeah, on paper, if I have a dissatisfied customer, I can just go ahead and, you know, improvise, fix it up, and, you know, start over. But on skin, wow. I have mucho más respect for you. Mucho más. Mucho más respect. Start on fake skin or fruit. Yeah, because they don't fight back. That's a good idea. Damn good idea. Yeah, I think one of the first episodes of Ink Master, they had they used like little pigs. They took them to a butcher, an abattoir, and they were in this deep freezer tattooing pigs, going, what the hell am I doing here? Almost rethinking their life choices. The only person. Okay, then you can step off. We'll draw the orange Fuhrer another time. This is a no love Trump zone. However, if you choose to adore our pimp in charge, the head pimp in charge, you're more than welcome. Yep, I was watching that before I hopped on. Oh, you know, I've never heard of Tattoo Titans. Now I gotta check it out. I'm not so much into some of the other shows where they're like, it's all about drama and their crazy life and stuff like that. It's like, I'm into looking at really awesome tattoos. And like, watching Ink Master got me so inspired one day. I mean, I started trying to draw along with them. It's like, Kim, but taking some of the challenges and stuff like that, as far as like, I want a purple octopus on a Republican, doing all kinds of blah 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 with a galaxy scene, you know, things like that. I was trying to draw things like that, and smudge. And that was freaking awesome. Let's see. I gotta fix this little smudgy wudgy here. Yeah, that's how easy this stuff can smudge. Ooh, that's okay. La, 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 la. Oh, is she? I've seen her in the tattoo magazines, but I didn't know she actually tattooed. She has like a whole bunch of very interesting tattoos. I love that she's a pinup star, and they even tried to draw her, but a lot of the people on Ink Master don't have drawing abilities. They trace. Trace. They don't always draw. Very few of them draw. Oh, now I would like that. I'd like that. I don't mind if the drama comes from them talking smack to each other. You know, because, you know, all these shows, they all have their share of drama. But as long as it's, like, art-related and stuff like that, you know, I like seeing some of the places when they talk about their thought process or something like that. And actually seeing them draw is pretty cool, but you don't see a lot of that. You see them doing the crazy challenges. You see them bitching about each other in Ink Master, but the music is kick-ass, so I can't complain. I don't want this to bend. But yeah, I've got to look for that tattoo, the Tattoo Titans. That sounds awesome. Okay, and you've explained to me now that I have not lived. You have shown me that I have not lived. Holy crap. I did not know there was another show out there. Man, I want to check out that show. Yeah, I almost kept this as a, because I was watching Ink Master as I was drawing. I was like, oh, but I want to watch Ink Master, but I want to draw a live stream too, but I really want to watch Ink Master, but I really want to do this. Okay. Let's finish up this face. Let's see what's going on here. I don't want to pick this one up again. Don't want to pick this one up again. There we go. There's my blue. Make sure it's still blue, and it's not. It's alright. I can make this dark. So, yeah, what type? Oh, we got to show here tattoo fixers. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow. What's your favorite style? What style do you like to do your tattoos in? Let's see, and I'll do the hair. Let's see. Da, da, da. I know her hair is supposed to be more of a pale blonde. Let's see if I can dull that up. Oh, black and gray realistic. That's tight. Oops, I need a plastic to put over. Oh, what will I have? What will I have? That's got something in it. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's get back to her hair here. Let me raise this up a bit since I'm going to be working on the hair. I was going to make these little areas here, the little spikes here. I was going to make these into braids. But I'm kind of lazy right now. Pink. May have get this tattoo on me. Oh. Oh, now if you do, I want to see that bad boy. You cannot hide that. I have got to see it. That is like a tremendous honor. I've drawn tattoos for people before, and it's nothing like seeing your artwork on someone's skin, especially if it's done really freaking well. I mean, really freaking well. I had this one guy, he wanted a woman who was standing, wearing like a man's shirt, and had a gun behind her back. And I'm like, cool. So I did that, but he didn't want her like boobs showing. He wanted it kind of like a side boob peep type of thing, but nothing with like nipples showing or anything like that. And I had done it, but he had put it on a part of his body that moves, and so she was kind of distorted. They got my artwork just fine. It's just that it's just the placement was, I don't think it was ideal. So, what places do you have left that haven't been tattooed yet? Let's see, I want this to be like a darker purple in here. Just a couple colors here. I'm going to put that on. There we go. There we go. Pink, 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 pink. See if I've got an even pinkier pink, if that's such a thing. La 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 la. Ooh, that's pretty. Let me try that one, and let's see if this works. I was going to switch to my Prismacolors to really nail some of these little colors here. I don't know if that's just pretty much laziness on my part. But now that you're talking, that you might get it put on your body, that would be freaking awesome. But don't feel any pressure, no pressure. One thigh, side of ribs. Oh, that sounds painful, dude. Oh my god. Just the painful parts are left over. Let's see now. This was going to be pink. I didn't mean to make this blonde. I got something burning on the stove. I'll be right back. All right. Woof. Okay, I wonder if I can find, I'm gonna have to make this pinker. Let's see if I can get it. You know, I can't even begin to imagine what I'd want to put on my body. I am so finicky about images and stuff, and then I know I'd want to change it up. Okay, I'm going to sharpen this. Oh, it's roasting in here for some reason. I wonder if I've got a pink. Oh, I do. I wonder if this will work. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess once it dries a little bit more, I can try to add more pink to that. This side is going to be blue. I can imagine especially if it's like something you can see every day. It's like, oh, this is tight. This never gets old. Yeah, but I'm a wimp. I'll just do it on a t-shirt. That way I can take the t-shirt off and then wear Batman one day and Marvel the next. Or definitely takes commitment. I don't think I have it. Or maybe I just haven't found the right piece to speak to me. That could be it too. I have a little bit of bluish tinge or pinkish tinge on that side. I wanted this yellow to be more diffused. Where is that? There's white. Let me see if I can diffuse it more. Didn't expect the yellow to be this bright. I'm channeling her inner Sailor Moon for real. There we go. That's lightening it up a bit. It's not as light as I'd like it to be, but it's getting there. Let's see. blue? Yes. I think I'll use a little bit of gray here, just to make this blue a little bit darker. I think I'll make one glove red and the other one blue. Or one black and one red, something like that. Let's bring this here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's see if I can remember how I did these letters here. Crap, I can't see them. I might have to break out my... Let me push down. Crap. There we go. I apologize, you guys. My daughter's trying to reach me. Give me one quick second. I just got to let her know I'm doing a live stream. And we could just look at these for a sec. She is very persistent. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay. I'm telling you. And I've got a whopping 2 people watching. Woo woo. Blow my hair, bad boy. Hey, I'm going to finish this in the morning. Ian, you get some rest. And I'll catch you guys later. This is where I am so far. And I will complete this hopefully tomorrow. And if you can see this, Ian, I've got RHODES right here. I think I spelled your name right. R-H-O. Yep. And then right here is where I kind of messed up because I couldn't see it through the thingy here. But we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. And because I think I've been at this for an hour. So I'll take a break and then I will pop on in the morning and we'll finish it up together. Maybe we might even come up with some other ideas on what to put on her. All right. You guys take care. And Ian, thanks for popping in. And really, I cannot thank you enough for helping me with the Batman. That extra inspiration just like set it, like, it just set everything off. All right. So I'll catch you guys later. And just feel free to like, subscribe, suggest, worship Trump or whatever it is. And I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.